Come on.
Do I sound like I'm joking? Do I sound like I'm playing? When you look into my eyes, you understand what I'm saying? Let me say it to you slowly, and it may sound scandalous. I don't think that you can handle this.
All right. Last week, I have to admit, I took the Giants. Didn't work out very well for me. I didn't go completely all in. I did take the Chargers and won, so I do have one team still there. Also, last week, because I knew a considerable amount of people were going to take the Giants, I kind of did a little cheat on DraftKings, and I entered in a couple more survivors, knowing that a percentage of people were already going to be gone. And it turned out the Giants took out about 7% of owners. Meanwhile, the Bears also lost, and they took out 13%. But let's move on to this week. Mike, Steph, I have 6 games for you that the spread is over 6 points, 6 or above. Tell me what you think, if you like any of these, or if you have somebody else you'd like to pick. We have the Minnesota Vikings, 6-point favorites, going to Tennessee to face the Titans. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars heading to Detroit to face the Lions. The Lions are 13-point favorites. We have the Green Bay Packers, 6.5-point favorites, heading to Chicago to face the Bears. We have the Las Vegas Raiders heading down to Miami to face the Dolphins at 7.5-point favorites. The Dolphins are. The Seattle Seahawks are going to San Francisco to face the 49ers. They are 6.5-point favorites. And lastly, we have the Houston Texans, 7.5-point favorites, heading to Dallas to face the Dallas Cowboys. Out of these games, are there any that you like? And if not, do you have another team that you would pick?
Okay. I guess my hidden gem pick of the week would be Seattle. I don't believe, I know we're not going based on spreads. I know we're going straight up when it comes to survival. I get it. But do they really believe that the addition of McCaffrey, fresh off his injury, is worth 6.5 points? I don't know. Now, everything I'm going to say is going to contradict exactly where I'm going to pick. But over the last couple of years, San Francisco has had Seattle's number over and over and over again. Even in a postseason meeting, they beaten them, especially with Geno Smith behind center. But it's just something, law of averages. Seattle started out 2-0, 3-1, and now they're 4-5. They're due for a win. 49ers have looked like a shell of themselves. They're still trying to get their pieces healthy, and something's just drawing that to me. And of course, this is Brother Low Fat calling me in the middle of a recording. I'll talk to him later. Yeah, he was ducking the smoke for the last 3 days. I don't have nothing to say to him. Yeah, I hope, and I know you're gonna see this, Low Fat. I done sent your call to voicemail. I forwarded. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. Yes, that was me. But like I was saying, my hidden gem pick of the week would be Seattle over the 49ers because I don't know, I just got that vibe. Everything else seems like that would be a team that you were already picked. So Seattle seems like a team that you probably didn't pick yet. And maybe, just maybe, because this has been the year of underachieving for the 49ers, that they'll bear fruit.
Yo, what's up? I'm Desmond, and I'm the host of Hip to the Games, a podcast from 19 Media Group, where the brilliance of basketball and hip-hop's past and present is genuinely appreciated. Join me every other Friday as we celebrate some of the greatest artists, albums, moments, songs, bars, punchlines, NBA teams, players, just anything and everything to do with the game of rap and the game of basketball. See, if you like basketball and hip-hop, that means you're hip to the games. But no matter where you fall on that spectrum, I encourage you to join the fun every other Friday on your favorite podcast platform, courtesy of the great 19 Media Group.
All right, so you caught me with that one. So I will start with that game actually, because that is a game that I did want to know. Seattle heading to San Francisco, 6.5-point favorites. I don't like this game at all. San Francisco won very, very ugly last week. They haven't looked very good all season, really. This would not be a game I would pick for Survivor, taking San Francisco. You say Seattle. I think that's insanity to actually take the opposite side of it. But I do see where you're going. That's a game that I don't like that spread at all. So for me, I think you mentioned no-brainer. There is one no-brainer on this schedule this week, and that's the Lions, 13-point favorites at home. Whether they cover 13 points or not, it doesn't matter as long as they get the victory. I would say if you haven't used the Lions yet, just put it in and just go about your business. My second favorite pick here is taking the Dolphins with 7.5 points. Again, they're at home. They're looking a little bit better. The Raiders just don't beat anybody. So the Dolphins will be my alternative. If I have used the Lions already, then I would take the Dolphins. Yeah, I'm just going to take the big shots here and go about my business.
Picking against AP. AP not going to like that. Shoot. And it's in South Beach. You know, AP got people in South Beach. I'm not saying he gonna win, but I'm just saying you bold picking against AP. Yeah, AP don't play that. He got all the malcontents out. You know, he just trying to settle in for the season. You know what? I'm gonna behave myself. 3-6. Shoot, I can't even joke about the Dolphins because they got a better record than my team.
And I will just move along because I am not talking about the Jets this week.
I know, and I said the same thing, and I keep on bringing them up. Therapy. I tell you, therapy. Now, I normally don't plug myself, but I am going to plug because I dropped 2 episodes this week of the Salty Thoughts of Mike Steph podcast. One is an audio-only episode that can be found on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, pretty much wherever you can find podcasts. Put in the Salty Thoughts of Mike Steph, and you will find that you'll find me. I'll pop up discussing last week's election day results and fallout. That's all I'll say on this platform. And you can also check me out on YouTube, my regularly scheduled program, detailing yet another frustrating and embarrassing loss by my New York Jets, this time buried in Arizona. And being the fact that I rewatched last week, and I did say that if the Jets were going to win, I was going to talk mucho crap. And the Jets not only lost, they lost in convincing fashion for the 19 MG Bowl, or as Mr. McDowell perfectly put it, the McSteph Bowl. I would like to take this time to formally congratulate TMD for a good game, great victory, and yeah, and that's all the congratulations going to give.
Mike Steph, I have 5 games. That's 6 games. I have 6 games for you.